What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of A Happy Fucking Life. I am your host, Rhonda Kennedy, and I appreciate you for listening wherever you are. If you are on the YouTube side of things watching, or if you are on Spotify, if you're on Apple, if you're on Google, thank you so much for listening. And, I appreciate you guys coming back. This is the second episode, so things are fairly new around here. I'm getting my footing, getting things worked out. This episode is dropping on Wednesday, June 23rd, 2021. And I'm pre-recording this right now. I'm at home, but by the time this episode drops, I will be on vacation. I'm going on a family vacation with my cousins, y'all. This is something that we have never done before, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. I haven't, I've had a ton of things to look forward to. Let me not say that. That wouldn't be the truth. I'm just saying that I've been really excited about this ever since I found out that we were going to be doing it, making it happen. So I'm hyped. I haven't seen my cousins, of course, because of the pandemic. We all haven't been together in a minute, and it's just going to be nice to just fall back in line, pick up where we left off, and just get that quality time in. So what y'all got going on? I know that everything is now opening back up. Most states are open, mask mandates and stuff are removed. How y'all getting back into the swing of things? Are you guys struggling with getting back into, quote unquote normal life, or life as we know it now? Or has it been a fairly easy transition? For me, I still feel kind of like low key. I don't have like a deep desire to run out and do a bunch of stuff just yet. So I think it'll take me some time to kind of ramp up. But doing like low key stuff is my thing. So hanging out with my family, going to a game night, going to places that aren't super crowded is kind of just more my speed. And I can also see myself still spending a lot of time in the house. I can still see myself still spending a lot of time in the house, but at the same time still, getting up with my friends, maybe going to brunch, stuff like that. So that's kind of where I am. But I know that we all are kind of running our own race as, it's time to get back into the swing of things, really. So we'll see. I'll let y'all know how it goes and how my journey of getting acclimated to the way things are, how it goes. So what else is going on? That's kind of it. Once I'm done recording this episode, I got to finish packing for vacation because of course I'm waiting last minute and it's time to get that done. So that's it. So, I guess we'll go ahead and get into the episode and what the topic is today. So, but before I do, if you're on YouTube, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're listening on Apple, by chance, I would love it if you would give me a rating or give me some type of feedback. Let me know what you think. Go ahead and give me a rating of some sort. That actually really helps a lot in terms of getting this podcast recommended to other people and, getting other people on board with a happy fucking life. Yeah. So I appreciate that. So this episode, I was thinking about, on my journey of just changing as a person, because it's crazy. Like when I think about just like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I am like unrecognizable. I'm so different. I'm like, whoa, I've never experienced this type of change before, ever, and of course not all at once. But I'm grateful. But what I was thinking about, one of the main things was like identity. And, when you think about identity and what it is, it's I am, you fill in the blank, whatever. I am a singer, I am a community organizer, I am whatever it is, you fill that in. And I feel like it's very important to whatever your I am is, because we can have multiple I ams. We can have multiple titles and things like that, and things that are us and who we are, how we identify, what's important to us in our core. And I think it's very important to be confident, and looking back like 3 years ago, my I am just was, I am doing a whole bunch of shit I don't want to do. That's what my life looked like, pretty much. That is what my life was pretty much reduced to, was that I was just doing a whole bunch of stuff, chasing my tail, working jobs that were bringing no satisfaction. Even had certain friendships that need to be cut off at that point. Just different things. I just didn't know who I was. Like I wasn't attached to anything, and yeah, like I was very, very lost. So I'm just thinking about now, my I ams have definitely changed. So, I am a filmmaker. I am a writer. I am a content creator. I am a business owner. Like I can say these different things with confidence, right? But it took me to change to be able to say those things and look somebody in the eye and mean it. And I think about the progress of what it takes to get there. And something that was really important was I was a very fearful person. I was a person who was a people pleaser. Like I needed validation from everybody. People that I held in high regard, people that I valued their opinion. I needed these people to sign off on the things that I was potentially interested in before I would take action. And that is so dangerous. And I say it's dangerous because there's always going to be somebody that doesn't understand your vision. There's always going to be somebody that has limiting beliefs. So if they don't believe that they can do it, they're also going to tell you that you can't do it. And if you look to them for that validation and you hold them on a pedestal, it's going to be very easy to just take that for face value and be like, oh, okay, yeah, you're right. I definitely can't do this. I definitely can't start this business. I definitely can't move overseas. You know, you're convinced of that thing, right? Because of somebody that you love, that you respect, that you care about. And, you know, that was very important to me to get people to sign off on my dreams and my hopes and my desires, you know. And then if I didn't get those, if I didn't get those people to buy into what it is I wanted to do, that was it. I would just go back to a life of doing what I was conditioned to believe, doing the things that help you get by, go get a paycheck, go to school, do all of those things. And I'm not saying that those things are bad things. I'm just saying that I wasn't doing it the right way. Like I definitely didn't approach corporate America the right way. I mean, if I could go back and make some changes, I definitely would have probably chose different industries. I would have made it an effort to make sure that I was getting promoted every 2 years. It just would have been different. I would have made the best of my time in corporate America, and I was not doing that. So anyways, like in terms of identity, I was just a very fearful person of like taking action and trying different things. And I think one of the biggest things that changed for me in my journey of evolving and changing as a person was I needed to know how to remove this fear out of my heart. How can I stop being stuck? How can I stop turning to other people before I move and take action in my own life? Like, this life belongs to me. It's mine. This is the one thing that I own, my life. You know what I'm saying? And to be quite frank with you, I believe it's the only thing that I will ever truly own in my life. Everything else can be taken away from you. A car, a house, a relationship, a job, like my life is what I own. So I need to be in the driver's seat of it. And I was in the passenger seat. Most of the time, let me take that back. I was actually in the back seat. And I needed to know how to move forward in this life of mine. How do I become unstuck? And I had to really examine fear for what it was. Fear had me running in place most of my life until I was like 35, 36, 37 years old. Definitely running in place, chasing my tail, not making any progress at all. You know what I'm saying? And I was tired of it. I was tired because I'm like, one day this is going to be over. And then what? You know what I'm saying? Like, then what? Then what? How are people going to remember me? What are they going to talk about? Yeah, Rhonda was a great person and moving right along. You get what I'm saying? Like, I wanted something to be bigger than me and beyond me and just something more, So how do I become unstuck? And I had to really examine fear. And I realized what fear was. It was just something that was like a figment of my imagination. And the way that I was able to combat fear and overcome it was to replace it with curiosity. That's what changed everything for me. Believe it or not. Like, I think one of the greatest examples is like I can tell you is that fear, when you come up on a door that you've never seen before in your life, right? You see it for the first time. There's this big brown door. You walk up to it. Fear is going to have you anxious about what's on the other side of it. Afraid to open the door because you're scared of what may happen when you open it. Whereas curiosity makes you curious about what's on the other side of it, who's on the other side of it, what's going to be unlocked and what can I be a part of once I open the door. So changing my mindset to focus more so on curiosity, man, really was a game changer for me to really help me push fear out of my life, push it completely out of my life. Like I'm not a fearful person, which on the grand scheme of things, I'm grateful because I'm not afraid to be alone in certain things. I'm not afraid to fail because, when it comes to failing, quote unquote, I'm doing air quotes, y'all, for all that are listening. There's a lot of opportunity in failure. I look for feedback and I look for the opportunities to be better when it comes to quote unquote failure. And I guess I never really felt like I failed because the successes that I took action, I tried something. I may not have gotten the results that I wanted, but now I can get some feedback to be better to try to accomplish the goal that I was trying to set out to accomplish, So, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to hit a wall. I'm not afraid to start all over again. I'm not afraid to walk away. I'm just not afraid of that kind of stuff. I'm not afraid of that. and that just really brought me so much peace in terms of like, I didn't feel like I had anything to live up to. I didn't feel like I had anything holding me back, and I was just ready to live my life for me. I'm like, you know what? So many chapters of my life were written by other people. It was now time for me to take the pen, time for me to start writing, time for me to take control. I was ready to get in the driver's seat of my life. Like I mentioned, I was in the back seat for so many years, and I was just tired of looking at my life pass me by. Like I'm literally watching my life go by. So those were some of the things that I did. The main thing that I did was to figure out how to overcome fear, because fear had controlled me for so many years, because you think about like, when you have that fear, it's going to talk you out of many things. You're not going to take the risk. You're not going to try different things. You're not going to approach certain people. It's going to keep you safe. It's going to keep things safe. It's going to keep things vanilla, and it's going to keep your life looking, I'm not trying to, I'll tell you this, it will have you living a mediocre life. That's what I want to say. That's the word that I was looking for. It'll have you in mediocrity. That's what fear will have you doing. It'll have you living a routine life that is so predictable, boring, and just flat out mediocre. And I'm just speaking from my own personal experience. Those are the best words to describe my own life: boring, mediocre, and routine. You know what I'm saying? Like I could close my eyes and be able to get through my entire day. I'm sure I could, because all of my days look the same. They all started running together. Yeah, so that's like the best way to describe it. It was definitely mediocre. And I feel like I'm at a place where I'm just maxed out on mediocrity. Like, that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to be a mediocre person to do average stuff. I'm not here to just kind of get by. I've coasted by on so many different parts of my life that like this chapter, this next half of my life, like, nah, I'm going all in and giving whatever I'm working on my all, or I'm not doing it at all. I'm not just coast. I'm not here to coast. Coasting is cool, but coasting also don't give you results. Coasting also don't take you to the next level. Coasting just keeps you safe. And I don't want to be safe anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to live a safe life. I want to open up different things and allow myself to blossom and bloom and experience different things that I might not even be thinking about, that might not even be on my radar. So yeah, that was the message around identity. So now when I come back and people ask me, Rhonda, what do you do? Who are you? What are you about? What do you want? I can say, that I am a businesswoman. I am a content creator. I am a filmmaker. I am a writer. I am confidently a queer woman. Even saying that, because again, you trying to get everybody to sign off on who you are and what part of you, is you and part of your life. And if people have problems with it, you want to suppress that part of you. So yeah, being a queer woman is a part of my identity, not my entire identity, but I'm totally comfortable and confident with that. So yeah, so y'all out there that's listening, what do you feel like your identity is? Because a lot of us have an identity that's just tied to motherhood. Some of us just have identities that's tied to having a corner office and being an executive with a big title at a company. Some of us are just, I'm just a husband. I'm just a wife. What is your identity? Are you happy with the things that are a part of your identity? Are there things you're ready to change? Are there things you're ready to let go of? Are there things you want to get back to? Because some of us, had our identity kind of mapped out, and then we kind of fell off for different reasons. We got distracted. We made bad decisions, whatever the case may be, because I done made several bad decisions. So I'm not knocking you for the decisions that you've made. We all make them. But yeah, just some questions to kind of think about. Like, what is your identity? When you say the I am statement, what would you say after that? And it doesn't have to be one thing, because again, when I talk about motherhood, a lot of women, even my own personal friends that I've had over the course of my life, when you be like, I am a mother, that's it. Like, their entire life is tied to motherhood. And I'm not a mom just yet, but I am a strong believer in, when I do become a mom, that I'm not just going to be a mom. Like, I'm not just a mother. I'm still all the other things that I love and enjoy and that I'm tied to and that I was created to do. So yeah, I think that that's the message for today. That was really, really heavy on my heart. So I'm just speaking to that. So I hope that you guys will join me either in the comments on YouTube, or you can also follow me on Instagram. You could DM me. You can message me. I'm going to try my best to post a clip from this particular episode on the page so you can engage with it and, just say whatever you want to say. Like, I love to hear your thoughts. I love to hear your feedback. So again, on YouTube, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Please be sure to go ahead and leave me in the comments if you feel compelled to say whatever. Drop down in the comments and I will meet you there. Believe that. And if you're on the Apple platform, please be sure to go ahead and give me a review, even if that means just, give me a rating with the stars, or go ahead and give me a comment and some feedback. So I appreciate you guys. I will catch you next Wednesday. Y'all take care of yourselves. Be good to yourself. Peace.